All right, chat. I'm turning the music off because I don't like the music. But we are back with the second Prism game of the night and of the week, the Hanoi Hydras versus the Houston Hornets. And I've got a very special guest with me. He is a fellow Birmingham bandit, a fellow owner. Love this man. We've got 8-Bit's own Koala. How you doing tonight?
What is up, Couch? Ready to help you cast this game?
Yeah, I'm excited. I was sitting there, I was like, I invite a lot of people into the booth with me. I haven't invited Koala yet. So we're gonna see
Yeah,
if he wants to. He was like, yeah, I'll get in there. 9 o'clock one. And okay, hold on. Would you look at that? If you look at chat, Gardens is in here and said, hey, and Ren just rated.
I
Bandits on
see
top.
that. Bandits on top.
That's what I'm talking about. Uh,
Unfortunately, we got those Pexy Luxor guys out of the way first game. I wish we could have played them later.
it. My thought process on that, and I'm gonna run you through it.
It-
We'll run chat through it real quick.
I think it
Um,
was bad.
Kind of the same as last season. Like I had the first and second place teams for pretty much the whole season, first and second week. Um, so I kind of wanted that this season because if we do end up getting a nice win streak that I think we can get, and then I believe we can beat those teams, I wouldn't be upset if we lost to them, but it would ruin momentum. You know, like kind of take it away a little bit,
Agree to disagree.
and that's fair. That is perfectly fine. But we're not here for all that.
No.
We
Let's
are
talk about these two
here
teams.
for the Hydras and Hornets. Of course, I don't know how much you've looked at the stats. We've got completely polar opposite teams, almost. In terms of Hydras,
Really,
everybody. So, Halio Storm, 16 goals. Scythe, 16 goals. Sixfold, 15 goals.
very heavy with streak on the other team. I see.
Yeah, yeah. Streak is all the goals pretty much for Hornets. However, the saves,
Yeah, I was gonna say seems to be playing a lot more defense
yeah,
than the Hydras overall, but Halio clearly the defensive monster on the Hydras.
Halio is that guy when it comes to Rocket League. He's so fun to watch. I was telling, I think it was Bacon, because he was talking about getting a 3 a.m. game one day. And I told him there was like 10 of us in Discord one time watching Halio and Evola play twos for like 2, 3 hours. We just refused to go to
That's
bed
absurd.
because we were just, it was beautiful to watch. But
Yeah, I mean Halio is obviously very good. There's no doubt about it. Clearly wants to play back a little bit more as third man, obviously boss. Same with the Hornets, 44 saves compared to his team's 26 each for beef and streak, but
but that's still, you look at the Hydras.
they're still getting close to the same amount of shots off.
Yeah. So, but the saves 26, 26 for second place on the team as opposed to the 11 and 12.
Yep.
Now, I think Hanoi has had to play less defense with their style of Rocket League.
Yeah.
Um, so that does come into play, but it's to me this looks like a top offense versus a top defense, which is things you love to see in sports. It's one of my favorite things about watching football when you see that high-powered 45-point game offense going up against the defense that shuts everyone down for 10 points per game. Who's going to win that matchup?
Yeah, I mean, if the Hornets can bow up and play solid defense without always being on defense,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like just from the stats, it looks like Hydras probably control the middle of the field a lot more with Scythe and Sixful,
Yes.
and Halio getting the ball out as quickly as it comes in. So can the combination of Beef Boss and Streak upset Scythe and Sixful enough to get past Halio on the back end.
Now, this is going to be a hot take, but I think everybody knows how I feel about it at this point. I'm taking the Hornets. I'm in the booth. They've got their full roster ready. They
I
haven't
mean,
lost a game with me casting with their full roster on the field.
oh, okay, that's where this is coming from. Gotcha.
That's where it's coming from. 9-0 last season, and then all their wins this season. I'm sitting at 12-0 right now. Or they're sitting at 12-0 with me in the booth and a full roster on the field. Now, technically, here's the thing, Gardens. You say caster's curse. I say this almost every time I cast this team. Sure, at some point a streak has to end. Technically it did this season, but they had a sub. So it's one of those iffy ones. They weren't at full strength, but I was in the booth for the loss.
Well, we'll see. This should be a good game. I thought I was helping cast a Pixel game, so I was gonna be excited to talk mad trash, but
Yeah,
I'll try to find some space to talk some trash in this.
Koala wanted to watch the better league play. And you know what I wanted to do and I didn't do is I wanted to get Barl set up, and I don't have Barl set up.
Oh my god, here we go.
So, as usual, for me casting back-to-back games, y'all get to enjoy some Rocket League while I set up Barl.
Well, we got Hydra already on the offensive. The Hornets trying to keep the ball out of their half, and it looks like it's already becoming a problem. Halio back into the corner, tries to get another touch, doesn't. Scythe retreating. He's going to try to gather it up, get it over Beef, but Beef says nope. Oh! Almost put it in. Not quite. That would have been huge if they could have gotten that in there. But back on their side, trying to get it back out. Streak does a pretty good job getting it to Beef, but Beef not the touch he wanted. Halio getting a 50, but losing. Six full popping it out, but Streak's going to be there. See what he does. Pops it up. Barely gets it over Scythe. Not very effective, though.
That was a good touch out by Halio. Eee. Okay, I
Boss gonna
see
try to get another touch.
he's back in the Roadhog.
Sticks. Oh, who is?
Boss.
Boss.
He played in it last week. They
Okay.
won. He's about to
might-
get one on
No,
the
they did
board.
get in.
Houston Hornets keep it rolling and get the first goal of the
Crazy.
game. Thank you for taking over on my blunder, Koala. But
All
I'm
good.
back and ready to go. I enjoyed listening to the cast. Might need to get you in here a couple more times, you know?
I'm gonna be honest. I did it as kind of a joke with my favorite Asian boy and in the call with me, and he's like, "Why don't you do that?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't think I'm very good at it."
Oh, Halio, what a
Halio!
shot!
Stop glazing myself, I guess. Halio evening it up with a nice little, well, six full tried to pop it.
Yep.
Did kind of, but
Well, you know, sometimes it goes both ways. So, Boss's job there is to force that flick out of Sixfold.
yeah.
Sixfold's job is to try to beat him. They both did their job. He stopped it, but Halio is so
Semi-successfully.
quick. He's just there. And that's one of the things that he's going to bring to this. He's such a fast player. That's why he's got 16 goals. He leads
Gotta
and
be
saves
there.
because he
There's
can
a chance.
be everywhere.
Ooh.
As he's on it now,
Yeah.
it's a one-on-one, but Boss does win that matchup. Halio does steal the corner boost. Pop out by Boss. Beef gets up, plays it to the back wall. He's the only one with boost, though. Streak actually picked up that mid boost and attacks. Scythe can't. Boss, backboard. Cleared
No one
out
has
by
boost.
Scythe. It's going to be a boost-hungry game. As there you go. Halio back alone, but does have enough to get it out. Oh! Sixfold looking
it's
for the
not.
angle.
Yep, there it is.
Halio Storm gets the second one on the board for the Hydras. Streak trying to catch and backflip out, but he caught that little bit of the goalpost where your first jump is your flip.
Solid
And that
attempt by
got rid of
six full
him.
there. Solid
Yes.
attempt by six full. Not a great touch by Streak, and if anyone's gonna be there to capitalize on it, it's gonna be Halio.
Oh, he
Oh,
was there again, but the momentum from
full.
six full puts her in the
Saved it.
way and blocks the shot. Streak now trying to capitalize, but a great ceiling pinch by six full. Boss plays it in the corner. Plenty of boost to force a 50 on a double commit. Beef goes right back into the corner. Off the ceiling, looking for the touch, but it's a beat by Scythe. Streak, Boss double committing. Six full able to pop it for Halio. Goes forward into the corner. Beef, good dive, gets the touch, stays on, puts it towards frame, but it's going to be off Scythe. Still gets a touch. Boss, 50 right there. Streak, no boost, last back. Pinch comes out. Streak, awkward. Scythe going to shoot, but Beef gets back in time to make the save. Now a bump by the Hydras onto each other. Six full, or Scythe. Oh man, I'm already messing up.
Oh,
This
six.
is wonderful. Beef, little wide,
Nope.
ceiling bounce down for Streak, gets the shot, six full, what a save. Beef trying to capitalize, but puts it a little wide. Now six full, gets the touch, gets beat by Boss, looking for the bump, gets it. Shooter,
No
there,
one.
but met. Boss staying on it, cleared out by six full. Streak, no boost. Gonna have to play this one smart, does pick up that. Gets beat by Halio. Speed by Boss. Streak the catch too. Boss gets the shot. Cleared out before it counts. Streak. Pop. Beef. Up. Oh, it's there. Shoot it.
Oh,
What a
oh, wow.
save. Sixfold coming out of nowhere to get the ball cleared. I don't know how that wasn't a shot or a save for either of them. It was on the goal line. But nonetheless, no stats.
Looked like it from my angle.
Yeah, nothing happened apparently. Beef can't get that one. Halio can. Hat trick 3-1.
Sealed. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Unless they get this kickoff, I mean, that's going to be... I mean, had to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And it was perfect. Top left corner. It's kind of what you get sometimes.
Now, if Houston Hornets were the Kyoto Anime Otakus from last season, I would not have counted them out of the game at that kickoff. Kyoto scored so many like that to tie games and go to OT. I want a team to find that this season as sixfold pops it high. Game's done, but Houston's going to try to maybe get one more. Hydras kill it. Beef leaves the game. He's done. That's an FF. I'm
Yeah,
kidding,
what
everyone.
is
Don't
what
take
is
me
this
serious.
leaving to change your car? Stop being so soft.
That and you get unlimited presets. Label them.
Yeah,
and
that
go
too.
to option. That's what I do.
Well, I'm not good. I gotta change my car.
My favorite one was LZ last season. Even if they win a game, he just had it was a superstition for him that he just had to change his decal. So all he would play in was the Finnick, but he would have multiple presets with different decals and switch it every game.
Those people piss me off.
He wouldn't leave the game though. At least that was that. He would stay in the game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's better for sure.
You know what, Kellen? You're right. People aren't good enough to use toppers and antennas anymore like you. Yeah, I look forward to seeing Kellen play because of the car presets.
I almost left the match.
It happens. It happens. But he's here. We're here. Game 2 is here. Streak. Not the
not
touch
great.
you want off of kickoff, but
It was panic.
good patience. Sixfold. Plenty of time. Gets the bang off the ceiling. Awkward for the Hornets, but it's another pop up to the ceiling. Now
he's
that's
not
a
gonna get
shot. Halio gets the goal. 1-0 Hydras.
Confirmed it wasn't the car.
It wasn't the car. Houston having to play from behind at the start of this game. May go down 2 as Halio, big bang shot coming out from 6-fold, but met immediately. Now Scythe, backboard. Halio trying, but cleared out. 6-fold, met by Streak. Hydras, they're very good at being downfield, keeping the pressure. That third man knows that they're very good at making the right decision to go and keep it or leave. As
Oh my God.
someone flipped it.
Dude.
Scythe with the bang downfield. Halio gets up with the redirect. Almost dead center.
If you're last man, you better beat him to the ball. That's all I gotta say. Better beat him to the ball.
It's such a hard thing to do. I mean, right there, another beat. Now waits on Beef's touch. Almost gets the read. Scythe up. Plays it down. Streaks there into the corner. Halio plays it around. That's middle, but Boss able to get the clear out. Low boost, but still tries. Gets 50'd. Halio's there.
Oh,
gets
yeah.
another one. 3
I mean,
nothing. Another hat trick for a Halio Storm. Back-to-back games.
get the brooms out.
It would appear so. They are.
Oh, at least
turning up.
open up the closet. Open up the closet.
Yeah, put the key in, unlock it, start turning the handle.
Yeah, make sure. Just get your eyes on the broom. Make sure it's in the same spot you left it.
It should.
Good chance you will need to access it.
It should still be there. It got used last series, not too long ago.
But yeah, true. Yeah, you should know where it's at.
Oh, Beef cherry picking a little bit. Does get that 50. Boss up. Plays it down to Streak, but it's a little awkward for him. He can't get the touch. Now Beef, no boost as Halio gets to the corner. Down middle. Shot from Scythe. And out. Beef. Soft touch. Now gets dunked. 6-fold. Pushing up. Plenty of boost to challenge, but can't get it. Beef. Good try, but a great save from Scythe. Now 6-fold. Pulling out a little Verm magic. Getting a redirect. Scythe can't grab. Streak can't grab. It's all up to Boss. Gets the reset, but gets dunked. Beef trying to turn, gets demoed. Halio Storm backboard double wide, but 6-fold with the follow. 4-0 Hydras. My
Come on,
goodness,
Houston.
Koala.
Come on. Can we make this a series?
I mean, this is one of the high-powered offenses going. The speed is there right now.
Offense is beating defense right now, for sure.
Halio, touchdown. Demo comes out on Scythe, but a good 50 by Halio, and still has plenty of boost to be on this back wall, but Scythe will get the clear. 6-fold, gets the beat. Streak pops it over one. Scythe is up. Streak gets another. Scythe still floating. 50 comes out from Streak. Boss finishes it, and Houston finally back on the board. It's been at least 7-8 minutes of Rocket League action with no goal.
Yeah, you noticed, the two people in net there. Neither of them were Verp.
They were not.
And that's what you have to take advantage of when you're playing this team.
Still capable defenders, but yes, Verm, the leader in saves on the team. You see him in net, you're a little more worried about the shots.
You see him in net, you might be worried about offense.
Hey, I will say, when we were watching him, there were plenty of crazy saves he'd make off the post and immediately turn into a goal. As there's another shot. Boss does make that save, though. Streak plays it down, avoids the demo, but Halio able to get the cut. Boss into the corner. Scythe can't. Center. Streak gets the goal. Houston mounting a little bit of a comeback right now.
I was so bummed for a second. I'm like, oh no, he's not gonna be able to get there.
He was ready for it. Saw the miss coming and takes advantage of the opportunity.
Luckily, Streak was there.
Halio, good touch off the backboard. Boss. Side wall cleared out by Halio. Will chase it. 6-fold in front. Low boost. Plays it high. Boss.
Still none.
Into the corner. Gets beat by Halio. Now Streak gets it. Boss did take the boost. Beef gets the clear. Boss pushing forward. Gets the touch downfield. Might try to pass it middle, but a good touch by Scythe. 6-fold. Pinch out. Now shoots. It
Oh, no.
just in.
Oh, no. Decided to go for the boost. Didn't think they were going to be able to get touch on the ball.
Oh.
Beef caught out of the
Just
net.
A little slow by Beef.
Gotta think that he was expecting 50 or at least an attempt from his teammate. Just poor communication. And there's another.
I'm
What happened here?
speechless.
Just went off the, got up on the side of the wall, and that's apparently that's awkward in GC2 as well.
That's good to know.
So good to know, I guess.
Yeah, that's good to know. 6-fold plays into the corner. Boss gets the clear. Still around a minute left.
Oh.
But time is going down. Houston
Absolute
would need to get
whiff there.
something quick. That's a good shot, but a great save from Scythe.
Yeah,
good flip
that
out.
was.
Good 50. And that's the thing. You see, they're more than capable. They're good defenders.
Oh no!
And they're good
Oh,
at
no.
attacking. Halio
You can't let
gets
four.
another one.
You can't let him get ones like that.
Beef. Oh, what a fake by Scythe. Or 6-fold. What a
That's
fake
what we'll
by
call that.
6-fold.
Sure.
Nah, definitely a calculated fake.
Uh-huh.
Now they're just all going up trying to get one themselves. Halio pops
That right
in
there is
mid.
how I know wasn't a fake. It already had 6 on him. You're trying to get every goal you can get for yourself at this point.
that is fair. As there's another shot at the net. Does get saved. Halio able to make it to that one. Streak. Mid. Beef. Little bit wide. This one will not matter, but Boss still tries it. Can't get it. And make sure you have your brooms ready, folks. It's a
Get him out.
2-0 series lead.
No dustpans needed on this one.
7 shots, 4 goals, 4 assists for Scythe, and 3 saves. Good little game all around. I mean, as you can see from the 7-2 scoreline.
With 3 saves. Halio didn't have 3 saves.
No.
Oh, 3 saves overall.
For Scythe.
Yeah, Halio had. Oh, yeah, Halio had no saves. I mean, just all offense.
Did not have to play defense that game.
Participated in 5 of the 7 goals they scored.
Different animal. But obviously, it's not all Halio. He's got 2 wonderful teammates around him, and they play so well together. These 3.
Yeah, he's definitely got some solid teammates around him, but just can't. It's just one of those players you cannot let take over a series, or this is going to happen.
Yeah, it's like I'll compare it to NBA. There's one person on every team you don't want to get hot, but if you let them get hot, you're pretty much done. Like they're gonna go off for 50, 60. Streak trying to get a read on this one, but can't. Now Scythe, side wall, tries to get it mid for Halio, gets the shot, but Beef more than ready for the reaction this time. Good cut by 6-fold. Beef right there, plays it into the corner, tries to get another one, does 50 it across. Streak, backboard, Boss goes in but gets 50'd out. Halio, big pop downfield, Beef's there, gets dunked. 6-fold looking for bump, couldn't find anything. Beef couldn't get the read. Boss, very low boost, gets past one, 50's another, stays
Great
on
demonstration
no.
of 50s right there.
Yeah, Beef takes it over. Streak, dunk, Boss, downfield, back wall, Streak, tried to get the angle but couldn't. Now Beef gets beat. Halio, no double, gets bumped. Boss back mid, 50s that one straight down. Nobody there, though. Beef, low boost. That's why.
Yep.
Boss. Sidewall. Halio's right there. Good touch. Gets it downfield. Beef. Last back again. Pops it out. Halio again right there. Back wall. Shot cannot be connected on by Scythe. But it goes to Halio. Full boost in the corner. Looking to take this all the way. Gets the reset. Maybe not.
I think he got it, but he was so far away. I don't think he could have done anything with it anyway. Significant. But that's why Boss was so awkward off the touch, because he was expecting the reset and he didn't get it, but he was still able to get a touch on it, so it ended up being okay.
Boss is smart enough. He knows you see someone like Halio go for the reset. Most
Gotta
likely,
be ready for it.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, he's got it.
Yep.
Now Scythe up quick, plays it to the side. Ball comes out. Halio. High pop, met by Boss. Can't get the double, but it's a 50 by Beef. Does bump Halio streak. Tries to get it downfield. Halio right there. Soft touch. No boost spawn, so Boss takes it to the back wall. Gets a double. It's center. Scythe can't. Beef can. 1-0 Hornets.
Houston has done a much better job this game of keeping the center of the field. They haven't let Hydras just run wild in the middle of the field. I've seen Boss a couple times get some bumps on Halio. You have to continue to disrupt Verm, and if you do that, you can disrupt this entire rotation. Woo,
what a play, but what a save! Big bang too, but Halio right there, able to grab that one. Gets a little pop over streak, but does get bumped. 6-fold, sidewall, Beef. Gets up, gets the beat. Halio last back, plenty of boost, will take it up the back wall. Jumps out, gets the flick, streaks there, plays it sidewall. Boss can't get there quick enough. Beef, a little bit awkward, but is on the back wall, has the touch. Oh, it's free. Boss puts it in. 2-0 Hornets.
Oh my God, there might not be a sweep.
Unfortunate little double commit right there. I think 6-fold had it. Scythe chose to cut. They got caught, and Boss takes advantage.
Yeah, it was a poor decision right there. A rare blunder by Hydra, but you know, it will happen.
Yeah, and that's one thing. This goes across all Rocket League, but especially in Prism. If there is an opportunity for a free goal, you have to secure it.
Absolutely.
Literally the difference between winning and losing a lot of the time. As we may see another one here. Streak goes up, gets it mid. Beef's there, gets the goal. 3-0 Hornets. Flying high.
Verm thought he was going to have more time than he did, and absolutely got burned for it.
What a play. Boss.
You have to do damage when you have the chance.
Touched by Halio, but he does get he actually gets the 50 win after that. Scythe, downfield. Boss gonna turn. Apologies for the hiccups. Streak looking for a redirect, can't get. Beef trying to meet Halio. Streak trying to meet Halio. Gets the demo, but the shot still comes out from Scythe. 6-fold. Can't. Oh, what a camera switch right there. Yeah. I loved it. Take me further from the ball, please. Final minute of play. 6-fold. Sidewall pinch that goes a bit backwards and a little heavy pinch from Beef. Boss pushing in. Scythe on that back wall. Hits it out. Back pass by Halio. Good read by 6-fold. Gets up quick. It's backboard. Great touch by Boss and stays with it to beat Halio. Now 6-fold turns after getting the boost. Scythe is up. Plays it. Shot. Goal. 26 seconds left. Deficit.
What a little dot right here.
I mean, you can't get much better on placement than that.
I mean, be upside down, be able to touch that upwards a little bit, kind of disguise where you're gonna hit the ball and then put it top right. I mean, that's
Ooh,
or top
good
left.
flick.
It's beautiful.
Another double commit by the Hydras. Let's see if the Hornets can capitalize on this one. Good cut by Verm. Good pass
Great
by
pass.
Scythe. Great shot
Great
from
pass.
Sixful. 1 goal game with 11 to play. A beautiful Hydras team play. Ugh.
Fantastic pass. Halio's not having his best game this game, and it shows by the fact that they're losing. But his teammates doing a great job right now of picking him up and
I gotta
maybe
say,
being able
though,
to bring this back.
great start to that play by Halio. Tracking backwards, but still getting that touch that Scythe can play mid to Sixful. Oh, if it would have been one more bounce, I think they would have had a chance. But no, Houston does get a game back.
I mean, at least I really wish this would have been game 2, but at least we're doing something here.
You know, sometimes it's like I always say about Kilo's team. For some reason, gotta be down 2 games to be like, all right, lock in. Like, let's play some Rocket League.
Like Kilo's team.
Yeah.
Oh, is this we got a free agent?
No. That's just like a theme for Kilo's team. I say it to him all the time, too. His team usually has to go down 2 games for them to, like, turn up. But I gotta do this real quick because we're here. My favorite map, Utopia Coliseum. Open parentheses, dusk, close parentheses for game 4. Hydras up 2-1. Hornets looking to mount a reverse sweep comeback. Beef into the corner, bumps Scythe, streak, steals the boost, but Halio's right there off the sidewall. Does get another one.
No.
Oh, good putback, though, to get Boss on defense, but Beef makes the save. Scythe trying to get a dirty angle, but just couldn't get the touch. Good bump
good.
by Beef.
Good bump. That's what you gotta do.
Looking for another one, but no. Good read by Scythe, able to get a 50. Now Sixful on it. Great catch. Good flick high, should be open. Scythe shoots and scores 1-0 Hydras.
I don't know if they can come back. They held on to that lead last game. It was a pretty good game. I'm not sure they're gonna be able to come back from down just 1-0.
After going behind in this series, they have not won.
Oh,
Oh, what a 50! Oh, wait a second!
if you're gonna have mistakes like that, then maybe.
Sixfold trying to get the 50, but what a flip by Boss, intentional or not. Ties the game immediately.
I mean, I know that feeling, cheating up and the ball popping right over you, but I'm also old and have bad reflexes, so. Oh no.
Halio
oh, no.
doesn't, I'll tell you that. He's got quick ones, and he gives the Hydras a 1-goal lead again.
Oh, that might be devastating. Maybe their mental's better. We'll see. Can they come back again? Especially once we get past the kickoff.
We might see another one here. No, a bit too wide on the pinch. No kickoff goal in play. Sixfold does get that off the sidewall, though. Streak looking for a shot.
Oh my god, what a shot, though. Oh, he couldn't get in.
And the Hydras hold on. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Surely you think it's going to be 2-2 after you see that, but no. Hydra's about to make it 3-1.
No way, what a touch.
Scythe, a beautiful backflip off of Boss's touch, beat streak, and it's just enough to get in.
I don't know. I have way less faith now. Way less faith.
Gonna have to see some things change quick for Houston. Get some good team plays going. Beef just couldn't quite get the angle on that one. Halio, big flip, gets it past Beef. Now Scythe off the ceiling and down. Boss.
This feels like they cannot give up those kind of opportunities. A good
Oh
Oh no!
no! Beef may have needed to leave that one. Didn't have the boost to get above it. Takes the shot away from Streak, and now the Hydras go the other way. Beef trying to counter. Scythe up quick, gets beat. Sixfold pushing in the corner, grabs the boost. Pass mid, ball. Streak, sorry, trying to shoot. Cleared out by Halio. 50 down.
Cannot let these
Streak
opportunities pass you by.
into the corner. Beef to Boss in the corner. Good bump. Like I said, in Prism games, you got to take advantage of those opportunities. They haven't so far this game, and it shows on the scoreline. Streak into the corner. Beef, low boost. Does stay with. Gonna try to force. No. Boss is gonna take it. Gets the 50. Looks for a bump. Can't find. Streak 50'd in the corner. Now Beef 50'd right back. Sights on it still. Good beat. Good pop. Halio trying but can't. Streak up high. Sights no boost. Good cut by Sixfold. And a good bang by Scythe. 2 minutes left. Boss. Corner. Down. Beef can't. Halio pops it mid. Streak goes up. Beats Scythe. Beef into the corner. Sixfold gets a touchdown met by Scythe. Beats Boss. Streak racing back, grabbing the boost. Goes up high, but Scythe right there gets beat. Streak stays with. Can't bump him away. Streak gets the goal. What a solo
What a shot.
play.
Absolutely beats out Halio with the air dribble, then boxes him out, bullies him out of the way, and hits a top left corner on Scythe. That was great play. Beautiful play.
Hornets, minute and a half to get one more. Scythe awkward streak again.
Oh, no way.
Out. Oh my goodness, Hydras are hanging on. It should be 4-3 Houston right now. Instead, it
should be
may
more
be
than that.
4-2. Ball cleared out.
They've had more opportunities. Other than actually sinking the shots, they've played the better game, but you have to get them to go in. I mean, part of that is the defense of the Hydra, but they've had opportunities. But Hydra just makes you be perfect.
Halio.
And when you aren't, Halio punishes you.
What a double off the side wall. Or side of the back wall. 4-2 Hydras. Ugh.
Like, who did they get beat by this season? Was it a PFA thing, or?
I actually don't know. I know they lost to OKC. It was a sweep, but I don't know if they had full roster or subs. That's a good question.
Yeah, it would be something to know.
Good shot. Oh, Sixfold almost had the pre-flip save, and it's not over till the fat lady sings. And I haven't
Old Bob's
sung
saying
yet.
full roster.
It was full roster? Okay. I mean, Hydras have been one of my top 2 teams. Obviously, as I said last series, I think OKC is the team in Prism right now this season. But Hydras definitely second. Scythe. Corner.
They will give you opportunities. There's no doubt about it. But you have to hit the shots. And if you're not hitting the shots, you're not going to beat them. And apparently OKC is hitting shots. So.
Yep. Patience by Hornets. When you can't be patient, the game's going to end. Hydras get the 3-1 win.
GG's. The broom's got put back in the closet. But still, like I said, they'll give you opportunities. Hydra gave Houston opportunities, especially in that last game, and they just did not capitalize on it.
It's outside of game 2, maybe game 1. I can't remember game 1 scoreline, but they were some pretty good games. Like you said, Hydras gave chances. Hornets just could not capitalize. Y'all bear with us. We'll be right back with an interview.
We'll
Do
do
it
it.
with
We'll,
me.
We're back with the Hanoi Hydras. Verm, if there's anything you want to say at any point during this chat, you know my DMs are open. I gotcha. But
He's gonna say slurs.
that I know is not something that will be said. Um,
Aw.
y'all looked pretty good. There were some opportunities that Houston should have acted on and gotten the goals, but y'all were able to come out on top with the 3-1, and you're still sitting pretty right there at number 2. How's the season been feeling so far?
3-1.
it's been good. Um, honestly, we'll just keep 3-1ing people, I guess. No shame to anybody, but we'll keep up our practice and stuff like that. It feels pretty good though.
Do y'all get how's y'all's scrim time or just like casual play time?
Oh,
Huh.
about
I think I played 30 minutes last week, not
Okay.
including the game,
Okay.
and every other week.
So outside of the league games, not too much going on, which kind of makes it a little more impressive that y'all are just that good, that quick. The chemistry seems to be there. There are a couple times, like I think game 3, I thought
I don't
for
know.
sure Sixfold would have had a clear, but Scythe did a little cut. It was a double commit that ended up being a Hornets goal. Other than
yeah.
that, not too much. Like y'all look comfortable playing around each other. Um, I've told Verm this. I don't know if y'all have been in call with it. I think y'all are one of the faster teams in the league. Somebody
Yeah,
is
for sure.
pretty much up for everything. Um, beat people a lot of the time, force the 50s to go y'all's way. It's very fun to watch.
I will say this.
Prism and
on
fun in the
on
same sentence?
I will say this on about game 3. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. We could have won that game. I won't lie. No shade to Hornets, but we just kind of made little mistakes there here and there, and they were able to take the win by 1 goal. But yeah,
I think we got overconfident.
we could have taken that game.
So when you have like mistakes like that, how's the discord between each other? How's the communication? How do you recover?
We brushed it off and just say, hey, it's fine, and
Bro actually gives a pep talk every time.
yeah.
So
Have to
you'd
do
say
that.
so communication is pretty much always positive.
It's always good to keep it's always good to keep a great mental instead of bashing yourself over it, because once you bash yourself over it, you're just bringing less and less confidence in game, and that plays a key part in the long run. So
Can you do me a
yeah,
favor? You're a little
yeah, what's up?
quiet for me. I want you to get a little closer to Mike and say that again for the people in the back that I've been preaching this to for a long time.
All right, I got you. Wait a minute.
I'm gonna get turned
Give me,
to
give me
where
like 5 seconds. I got you.
I'm gonna turn down his volume real quick. I don't
Yeah,
trust
you
that.
might want to turn me down. Wait, why is my mic at 31? All right, I'm here. Do you hear me
Oh,
now?
there he is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're
Say
All
it.
right. I don't know. My mic was
More.
cut down.
Say
Okay,
it for
so-
the people in the back because they refuse to listen to me on this.
Okay, so listen, if you make people out there, if you make a mistake in game, please keep a good mental. It is always good to keep a good mental instead of bashing yourself over a mistake that you do in game. Once you bash yourself, you're just going to have less and less confidence. You need to have a good mental no matter what happens in the game, no matter how it goes. Always keep a good mental. That's always a good thing to have, especially if you have a chance to come back or whatever the scenario is. That makes you level-headed. Okay? That's, wise
That's-
words from Scythe.
All right. Well, that I should probably learn from that. There's probably a couple more teammates on my team that should probably learn from that. Everyone else, you all should have terrible mentals. You should yell at each other. and you all
Yeah,
suck.
toxic guys.
We talked a lot about your guys' stats and the other team stats. So your guys' stats and the distribution between saves and goals and all this stuff before the game, obviously. Do you guys talk about your like your roles? Do you kind of define your roles a little bit? I know it's Rocket League and everyone kind of always plays the same role somewhat, but
That is
do
a
you
great question.
do you favor?
We kind of had a conversation about this, didn't we?
Honestly, we've had some talks about it. Honestly, we kind of just like we kind of fill whoever's shoes that, you know, if we're not like if someone's not in that role, I think we just fill each other's role very very well. We're like a hybrid team, I would suppose, because we always play off each other. It's a big thing for us. We like to always play off each other.
Okay.
Now, I do have one question. Off this win today, I know OKC hasn't played yet. I don't know when they play.
They did. They played before
But
y'all and swept.
oh, they swept. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that answers my question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so y'all will still sit second. I think that's where that was going.
Yeah,
Yeah, y'all will still stay second. Um, I mean, I've said this multiple times on stream. I feel like now to multiple people, but so far from what I've seen, I think it's OKC and y'all. I give OKC a little bit of the edge just because of the head-to-head so far. Obviously, as the season grows, the Kim gets a little better. It could very well be it's just you two, but that's how I feel. 1 and 2, it's OKC, Hanoi, coin flip for the rest.
do you want a hot take? I'll give you all a hot take right now.
Absolutely.
Well, you love hot takes.
I told my teammates this, but I'm just gonna word it differently to the people out there. I
He's
feel
saying
like
that he's taking out the cursing for all the younger viewers.
I
Yeah.
feel like OKC will lose another game before playoffs, and we won't.
Do
That's-
you
that is
have a
my-
prediction for who it is?
I
Um,
know. I know they already
let's see
played.
who
I know
haven't they
everybody.
versed yet?
Oh, I'm sorry.
'Cause I know we got
Give me 1 second. I had to get my door.
this is week 5, right? So they got
This is
6
week
more
6.
weeks.
This is week 6.
Oh, this is week 6. Okay, so we have
Yes.
5 more.
So they
Alright.
play in order for the rest of the season. It's St. Petersburg Wave, New
Okay.
York Nightmare,
Okay.
Florida Ospreys, Round Rock Rednecks, and Havana High Flyers.
I guarantee you they will lose to Ospreys. That is my take right there. They will lose to Ospreys. It's not going to be a sweep. I'm not going to say they're going to like pound them, but they're going to lose to them. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they win that series though, because
It's
yeah,
crazy you would pick
I have
that
my-
because during the interview I just did with them, they are looking forward to that Ospreys week and say it is going to be a dog walk. That's not exactly what they said, but something like that. Like they're gonna dog walk Ospreys is how they were saying it.
I'm going to put my faith in Nels because I know how he is.
No, let's just don't tilt, please.
No,
Okay.
Nels and HE Cronus will, duo chem. I have my intuition is telling me that they will have the duo chem and Samuel's just gonna be in the back like always. That's a compliment, by the way. Don't take it wrong. But I feel like they will have stability to beat that team because just a lot of it's gonna be an aerial game for sure. Like there's gonna be a lot of aerial plays, no doubt.
Yeah, that's one of my things I love about Prism is like Pixel, a lot of the 50s are gonna happen on the ground, on the sidewall, in the corners.
Yeah.
In Prism, there's so many 50s in aerial plays that happen. Like you have to be up and ready for it. That's why I think y'all are phenomenal, is because y'all are so fast at getting up in the air. OKC, great at it too.
Yeah.
So you all got Miami next week.
Mm.
How
Oh,
you feel
boy.
about that?
Let me see
They
here.
did just get swept by OKC, but I will give them a little benefit. It is their first week with KX on that roster, so getting
Yeah,
that
Boston,
Kim back
KX, and
together.
STEM.
So, Crystal, do I go and say this?
Hmm?
Since we already scrimmed against them.
Sure.
Because we scrimmed against them with their old roster, and then we scrimmed against them with their new roster. Their new roster isn't bad, but we are very confident with that match because of how scrims are going.
So
Okay.
y'all finally gonna get a 3 out of it this next week? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Probably, I don't know. We have a curse of 3 winning teams.
Yeah.
Hey,
Apparently, I
Kyoto's the
don't know
exception.
what it is, but we've been 3 winning teams back to back to back. Like
Look.
besides Kyoto.
this is the last thing I'll say because we do have to go soon so Doggo can start the next game. But I completely understand that. I didn't get my first sweep in 8-bit league, including last season, until last week. Almost everything else was 3-1 or 3-2. Never had a sweep.
Including last season?
Including last season. I didn't have a sweep last season, and the All-Star game doesn't count.
It's
That's
fine,
crazy.
bro. Honestly, it's fine. It is fine.
You're right. It doesn't
It
count.
happens.
A win is a win.
But I will say whoever has the better record by the end of the season and until playoffs is who will take number 1. I feel like it will be us or OKC, but it's
Agree.
just determining how consistent both of us are going to be.
Yeah, if it's same record end of the season, I believe y'all will be second. Just based off that one head-to-head. But I do have to head out. I appreciate the interview.
Everyone's obsession with head.
Thank
Yeah,
y'all
no
so
problem,
much.
man.
I hope y'all have a good night. All right, that is it. Doggo's got to get the next one going. We were in there for a little bit longer than normal, but I love doing interviews. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one.